Right, so I've only got like 7 or whatever. How many videos have I got? I haven't got that many YouTube videos, and already I'm out of ideas already. There is that one with Gary. There's a part 3 to that. I want to read that, but I feel like I should again just space it out a bit more. So I've decided I haven't got any other options, so let's read some tongue stories on Deviantart. I'm so psyched for this video. Yes, now! He's reading the tongue stories. Yes! I haven't picked one out yet. This is a playlist by Peek and Mazin on Deviantart. Explore the Long Tongue Collection. Sure thing. Alright, what have you got for me? Peek and Mazin. Oh boy. There's a lot of funky art right here that I'm looking at right now. I'm looking for stories though. Give me the stories. Wait, hang on. Is this a picture of a woman with her boobs out on Deviantart? It's not censored, I know. There's a bunch of censored pictures here as well, but that one's not censored. What am I looking at right now? This isn't tongue fetish related. Where's the tongue stories? Okay, I think I might be wrong. I don't think there's any tongue stories to read, unfortunately. But luckily, we've got some Pokemon tickle stories. So maybe that'll lead us somewhere. What the fuck? Dear Safari, I think a virus has just popped up on my screen. There's confetti falling. Dear Safari user, you are today's lucky visitor for September 5, 2019. Please complete the short survey to say thank you. We'll give you a chance to get a 1,000 quid Amazon gift card. I can't wait. I just can't wait. Congratulations, you've been personally selected. This isn't what I wanted. I wanted to read some Pokemon tickle stories. I don't want to win a gift card. No. Take me away. No, leave me alone. It won't let me leave. Let me leave. Oh, fuck. Fuck off. Let me leave. Here we go. Maybe Tickle Fan 15 has some stories for us. Okay, here we go. We've got our first story. First thing to read. Finally. I was psyched for the tongue stories, but now we got some tickle stories, boys. So this one's called... I don't know what it's called because for some reason the title's not there. It's called Digimon and Dinosaur King Zoe Tickle Times 2. It's a very vague title, I don't know what that means. If someone could tell me what that means, translate the title. Perhaps there's a deeper meaning to it. Just let me know. I feel like this story is like, you know, to be discussed. It's waiting to be discussed. It's the next big thing. First we've got a disclaimer saying, please read the description first, even though it is a lengthy one. Should we read the description first? We'll read the description later. Forget it. Forget it. We'll read the description later. Okay, here we go. Let's go, boys. Zoe Drake woke up after her head had stopped spinning. This is our main character, I assume. Zoe Drake. She remembered that she was playing an online game for a while, until there was a blue spiral on her screen that had somehow sucked her inside. Whoa dude, I'm in the gaming world. I'm in the gaming world, dudes. She's just that much of a hardcore gamer. She was definitely no longer back at her home, but rather in an area that looked like a rocky canyon of sorts. The rocks were light brown coloured, and she felt how the sun was scorching at her face. The ground was sandy, and she sighed deeply as she stood up. Why am I in a desert? My home city doesn't have deserts around it. What's going on here? This is all wrong. I don't get any of this. It doesn't make any sense. Zoe had to put her dark red lensed sunglasses over her eyes. Wait, so she was wearing sunglasses while playing a video game? Or did they just magically appear? And if so, why is she so just casually putting them down? I'm sorry to question the story every like 5 seconds. I'm sorry to butt in. I'll just read it. She was wearing her usual outfit, consisting of a bare midriff, short-sleeved black t-shirt, and a yellow and red vest over the shirt that also bared her oval-shaped innie belly button. That was a bit deep. Got a deepy belly button. Guys, I mean, no, not guys. I have to remember that it's only one guy watching this. To the one guy watching, if you've got a deep belly button, press the like button. Fuck, sorry. This is touching my I shouldn't do that. It's causing a scene. She was also wearing a vest matching shorts, thigh-length black socks, and green and yellow sneakers. Got them fucking crepes, bruv. Rocking them crepes, rocking them Adidas, rocking them Nikes. Her hair was pink coloured, tied into a pair of pigtails with yellow spiky hairbands, and she had light purple coloured eyes. You don't get people with purple eyes. Bro, this guy's chatting bare shit. She also had a green coloured choker around her neck. This girl's just a rainbow. Matching wristbands and what looked like a dinosaur tooth necklace hanging from her neck as well. You got a dinosaur tooth. Ugh! Sometimes I even regret wearing dark clothing on sunny days. Dark clothing? Didn't it say that she had like bright green and yellow shirts? Yeah, she has yellow red vests. Was she talking about dark clothing? She's chatting. Zoe took bits of sand from her shorts and began to walk towards the shades under the cliffs. Where on earth am I? This place doesn't look a little bit familiar to me. I don't understand. And who might you be? A sudden voice coming behind Zoe's back made chills run across her spine, and she shrieked. That's what a shriek sounds like. When Zoe turned around to look at the person, she saw a girl around her age with long, chest-length blonde hair and green eyes. She was wearing a purple beanie-looking hat. A beanie-looking hat? A beanie's just a beanie? What do you mean a beanie-looking hat? Is it like a regular cap, but it's like... it's bits looking kind of like floppy? I don't know. With cat's ear-shaped spikes on top, and the beanie also had dark purple trim. She also had purple-coloured sleeveless jacket that reached and vest matching skirt. This isn't very well written, I have to say. I'm a bit disappointed. White and blue t-shirt that also revealed her stomach and deep-looking oval-shaped innie navel. Everybody got deep belly buttons? Everybody, come look at my deep belly button. Look at this. Wiggling around. Lastly, she had dark purple, knee-high socks and white and purple coloured shoes. Sheesh, don't go ahead and scare me like that, Zoe growled to the girl in anger, pulling her sunglasses back over her head. Oh, I'm terribly sorry for scaring you, but I have never seen you here in the digital world. Welcome to the digital world, gamer. The blonde told to Zoe, who immediately had a reaction of, what did you just say? I'm in a digital world. Digi what now? Does she not know what a digital world is? It's the world. You can be whatever you want to be in this world. Because this is the digital world. This is the world of gaming. Zoe rubbed the back of her head, having no idea what the blondie was talking about. There's no about, I just added that in. Who then giggled a bit. Digital world. Oh wait, I gotta do the giggle. That's my giggle, did you like it? Digital world, or sometimes it's called Digimon world. I guess you must be a new digi-destined digi-dude? Since you don't know much about this place, exclamation mark. The words the girl spouted from her mouth only raised even more questions in Zoe's head as she was completely lost. Okay, I have no idea what you're speaking of, miss. Zoe knew it was rude to ask the girl's name at this late point, but the girl put her right hand next to her chest. Zoe Orimoto, at your service. I'm a digi-destined digi-dude who keeps our world and Digimon world safe from evil Digimon monsters that live inside of our computer video games. Or so I've been told. Zoe gasped at the point when the blonde Zoe had told her name. Wait, you're Zoe as well? My name is Zoe Drake, and it was my task to capture dinosaur cards from the evil Alpha Gang. Well, Max, Rex and I were doing that job. Zoe introduced herself as the blondie Zoe grabbed her hands in between hers. This is gonna get really confusing. They're both called Zoe. Just refer to the other one as Blondie Zoe. You're right, Blondie. It's a bit racist in my opinion. Your task sounds familiar to mine, and your clothing seems to be even at the same length to mine as well. Zoe Orimoto eyed Zoe Drake's bare midriff, who did the same to her namesake. Tell me, did those Alpha Gang members ever kidnap you and tied you up? Twice if you count their robot assistants as members. Third time was with Vines. R.I.P. Vine. Bring back Vine. Make Vine 2. And don't even ask. It's too complicated. ... Zoe D replied to Zoe O. Oh, we're referring to them like this now. I thought we were calling the other one Blondie Zoe. Who then asked a question to the redhead Zoe. Wait, no. Zoe D replied to Zoe O, who then asked a question the redhead Zoe was shocked to hear. And they tickled your belly button? The Digi Zoe asked from Dino Zoe. What is all these? Giving them different names? Digi Zoe and Dino Zoe now. Which one's which? Who blushed from their very awkward question and chuckled. Zoe had never been tickled by Alpha Gang. You never been tickled by Alpha Gang? To my one viewer, if you've been tickled by Alpha Gang, leave a comment below saying that you've been tickled by Alpha Gang, and it was very funny. I've been tickled by Alpha Gang. Especially around her navel, but sometimes her older sister Reese tickled hers whenever Zoe was misbehaving, but it was only playful kind of tickling, and sometimes even Max had joined in the fun. Since Zoe had been wearing midriff-bearing clothes as long as she remembered, her navel had become incredibly ticklish. Got a ticklish belly button. No. Zoe D managed to answer, which then made Zoe O angry, and she puffed her cheeks. Well, isn't that just peachy? Why am I the only one who had her navel tickled by her enemies in the history of anything? You're getting tickled by enemies. That's like an insult. You usually insult your enemies saying, oh, your attacks are nothing but a tickle. But apparently, enemies are just tickling of each other now. It's not like a great way to fight in wars, is it? Is it now? Zoe O stomped her right foot on the sand and launched bits of sand into the air. Zoe O didn't have any siblings, but her parents used to tickle her navel when she was a mere child. Yet Zoe had been wearing midriff and navel-revealing clothing mostly throughout her childhood, and teen years as well. Hee hee, bad luck I guess, Zoe D chuckled nervously. wanting to avoid the question as much as possible. Zoe did have an enemy that hurt her more than anything. Ursula. Ursula? Is this a little mermaid? Ursula was part of Alpha Gang, yet she, Xander, and Ed were more of a comic relief than serious villains. Got that comic relief. Zoe almost wished that her... What the fuck is that word? How does this guy who writes a tickle fetish story know this word, but I don't? What the fuck is this word? Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus. What the fuck? What does Parasaurolophus mean? I'm googling it. What is Parasaurolophus? It's a dinosaur. What? What's she saying? Wait, what? Oh, she's talking about a pet that she has. Okay. Zoe almost wished that her dinosaur, named Paris, was still with her. After going through time and space and saving the world a second time, Zoe and Paris separated permanently from each other. However, the other reason why Ursula hated her was, luckily, the old lady didn't get sucked in here as well. The old lady? The old lady? If you're referring to Ranamon, she's anything but old, Zoe O told back to the dinosaur card girl. I don't even know what they're talking about. This is just gibberish to me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know which Zoe's talking to which. This is very confusing. Zoe D always called Ursula as an old lady, mostly referring to her older appearance and clothing, consisting of dark red sleeveless jumpsuit with a diamond-shaped cut around her oval-shaped inner navel. Everybody's just wearing the same clothes. Sleeveless like shirts and jumpsuits, and just a part which reveals a big old belly button. Big old belly buttons flopping around. Her hair was green, coloured with two strands going downward, and one that came from the top of her head and curled downwards, while she had hazel-coloured eyes. Zoe D, however, picked a sound she never thought that she would hear again. "I heard you, you brat! You called me an old lady again!" It was Ursula herself. Having fires from her eyes. Somehow she had appeared in the Digiworld as Zoe D panicked and began to run away, followed by her namesake. What's going on? So, let me get this... I'm trying to make sense of the story. So they're in the desert, talking to each other. I assume they're not... Are they close to each other? I don't know. It didn't say that they walk to each other. They're just talking, spouting some exposition to each other. Then Ursula just comes out of nowhere. No, epic introduction, even though she's just, supposed to be the main bad guy. She just comes in I heard you, come here. Where's the tickling? We haven't heard anything about tickling. This is the worst fetish story ever. I'm sick of this. Wow, she really looks old. Zoe O rolled her eyes while running with Zoe D, who had no idea where to go. If only I had Paris with me, I could take Ursula down without a problem, Zoe D shouted to Zoe O, who looked at her with questioning look on her face. Paris was my dinosaur. I don't care. We'll skip that part. And where do you think you two are going, sugars? A flirty voice was heard in front of the two girls as Zoe O gulped loudly, recognising the voice. In front of the two Zoes was Zoe D. What? Zoe D? There's another Zoe. As if it isn't more complicated enough, there's another Zoe. In front of the two Zoes was Zoe D. Could describe as a fish lady with green skin, red eyes filled with mischief, wearing what could be... let's just skip. Let's just skip the description. If you're watching this, she can be whatever you want her to be. Imagine her whatever you want. Ranamon! Zoe O freaked out in fear since she had forgotten to pick up her digi device containing her digi dude that allowed her to transform on her computer table. It has been a while, honey. I see you didn't bring a little gadget with you now, did you? Eh? You forgot to bring it, didn't you? Ranamon, who was speaking occasionally in southern accent, grinned in a way that was almost utter psychotic, while Ursula had caught the girls. Aha! Now you have nowhere to run, you little brat. I've been waiting to get my revenge on you for, ... Ursula was about to pull something from her back, but nothing came out. Why did I seriously forget to bring Terry and the others with me, including the Alpha Pad? Hey you, young girl, step aside with me. Let me finish my deal with the blondie over there. Ranamon shouted to Ursula, who almost had a reaction of, what do you call me again? But realised that Ranamon actually didn't call her an old lady. Why thank you, you look stunning yourself as well today. But you can keep the blondie to yourself. I have a bone to pick with the red-haired one. Ursula replied back to Ranamon, and even walked past the Zoes, allowing the two to run away from the two. What? So, what did the pigtail one do to you? Oh no, it's more talking. So much talking and not enough tickling. So what did the pigtailed one do to you? You seem to be quite nice compared to that Zoe Oromoto, the girl who I hate more than enough. Arr! Ranamon, since she was standing on top of a cliff. You're on top of a cliff now. What's going on? I don't even know. Began to swing her legs from left to right like a helicopter. Even as Ranamon once had become nicer to the Digidestined Digidudes, the old wounds had begun to ache her a couple weeks ago, and now she wanted to get revenge once again. You mean that Zoe Drake? If I remember her name correctly, she used to call me an old lady from time to time. She even defeated me more times than I can count. Ursula told Ranamon, who at first looked angry, but then spoke. You know, Zoe Where's the tickling? Where's the tickling? There's no tickling. He wasn't joking when he said this was a long one. Fucking hell, I've been recording for 26 minutes. I just want to get some chocolate cake, man. I just want to eat some cake and watch some videos, but I'm stuck reading this. So I assume that what happens is that Ursula catches one of the Zoes. So we're just going to skip to the tickling part, the moment you've all been waiting for, lads. Not so tough now, without your dinosaur, now are you? All those times you called me an old lady has led you down to this. Ursula mocked Zoe, who was laughing ever so louder when Ursula had dipped the feather inside Zoe's navel. Zoe then began to make a long series of muffled laughing, like she was going to say something, and Ursula stopped tickling her navel and took her gag out. Assuming she's got a gag in. Zoe then spat the other scarf from her mouth and stared angrily at her enemy. She was just laughing a minute ago. I said, that's because you are an old lady, Zoe shouted to Ursula, whose face then began to turn red from anger. I'm not even over 50 years old, you stupid brat. I may be older than you are, but I'm still young. Ursula then started to tickle Zoe's belly button with renewed vigour, and Zoe began to shriek as the time was now faster than the last time. No! I just got a text message. Oh, I'm getting texts. Oh. Okay, you know what? This video is cancelled. I'm gonna watch Netflix. What was this video? I don't know. Make of it what you will, but it's ended because I'm gonna watch Netflix. Okay, this was the worst video I've ever made. Bye.
Oh, he's always got shit. Oh, help me! I need help! It's got me. It makes me capture. Oh no! Oh no! Ah!